besides, aren't you the nubile one? You're much more desirable.
Yes, that's true, I am.
Oh, we didn't do like the time thing to sing. Oh, whatever. I'll just fix it in post. Yeah, so back to the game. This is going to be a little more different after a moment of... I think at this point in the game, I was yelling, "You want to fuck my sister? Huh? Huh? Not if I do it first." And I'm not saying that's where the plot is going.
In the game.
Yeah, I don't know. You should see how I play other video games, viewer. Maybe I'll show somebody. I'll show you guys me playing Cyberpunk, and you'll see how mentally unwell I come off. This is me going, oh hey, wait, maybe I should go fuck around in the factory. Then I think about it, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
You've already spent so much time in the factory. I need to go talk to Vela and then get the exposition out of the way so we can get back to the video game.
I'm like 90% sure it would just be a waste of time. And however, when I went there, some music played that was new, which then made me go, Probably should have checked, but I was thinking about it, and I wanted to at least get levels on before I do stupid shit like that. Hey, look, there she is. There's Miss Keytar, rather.
So, you gonna talk to her?
Are you
She's
kidding
a
me?
Keytar.
That's totally your job. Just man up and say something to her.
I don't think
This
I should.
cutscene's a little more well done.
It'd be good for you to
Little
learn to talk to
guy.
girls before you go away to college.
I know how to talk to girls. But she is a senior citizen,
man.
What is she, like, 27? Ew. That's your thing, man.
I told you to cut it out with the age crap. She's probably
I think
no older
Alex
than
should have said,
24.
but look at the gams
And
on her.
besides,
Wow,
aren't you
he's
the nubile
palsy.
one?
And then his
You're
eye
much
should have
more
shot out of his
desirable.
head.
Yes, that's true, I
Oh my god, the fucking delivery.
I think that's a new line.
Listen here, boys. We have a zero creeping
So
on
this
women
is where I
policy
made the
here.
mistake.
If you'd like to ogle some women,
Because
I'm
I
sure your
didn't
mothers
think
would
we could
love
get
you
away with
home
winning
time
this
for
fight
supper.
until something happens that
It's not
convinces
that.
me.
It's just we have
And
this
unfortunately,
photo
I
of you
probably
that
should have
we would-
tried on the other cases
You've been
where I
taking
could have.
photos of me? Wow. You guys are even more screwed up than I thought.
You're gonna end up on
Can't say you'd be the
4chan on one of
first
those
person I've
terrifying
thrown out of this
screenshot
place.
board, threads. Word is threads. Yeah, so she starts kicking the shit out of me, and I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna go well. But then I realize she appears to be taking damage every time she attacks. And I'm like, oh wait, if I survive, maybe I can live and like get an alternate version. I'm gonna try to live. And guess what? This is a waste of time. See, like, it was around this point that I was looking at my options, and then that happened. And then here's Michael pulls a gun on Bella, and I was like, okay, maybe this could do it. Maybe the gun.
My camera!
Unfortunately. 7, while pretty good, not good enough.
And she resists
Action.
the gun.
Yeah, well, it's piercing. So
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know. I think
give
it's
it-
because of their element type.
Then why were you taking
Michael
photographs of me?
is strong against Bella, and Bella is
Hey,
strong against
we
Alex.
didn't take the photos. Someone on the internet did.
Alex
Someone
is
on the
metal.
internet? What are you
Michael is
talking about?
fire.
If you'd stop slamming our heads together for 1 minute, we'd love to explain.
Yeah, so that was all just a big waste.
Okay.
I might cut chunks of that
Explain.
out so that we don't have to watch all of it.
There's this website where people post conspiracies and other weird things, and there's this photo of you, like, exploding things with your mind.
Yeah, not a picture of
Exploding
your
things
butt.
with my mind. I haven't done that in a while, so I'm sure it's an old
It's an old
photo.
photo of you blue portaling it up.
So you're not denying that you can do that.
She has a little bell on her collar.
Of course I
Which
can.
implies she should
Not
jingle
with my
everywhere she
mind, at
walks.
least. This goes against all the better
I
judgment
think
I
it's
have
supposed to
in
be a
me,
bell.
but
That's what it looks like
can you
to
take
me.
me to a computer to
It
show
does
me
look
these
like a bell,
photos?
but it doesn't necessarily jingle. It might
Yeah,
just be
sure.
more
I lived,
useful
like,
aesthetic
5
goals,
minutes
which I
from
have
here.
encountered.
I think I like her skirt, but I think the pink part ruins it. I was immediately like, is she in the party? Can I go to the factory?
No.
And then at some point, I think it's after the 10 minutes of Bella babbling at us that I forget. I immediately realized that we got the update on the world state. So there's some new dialogue here and there. and I don't think I immediately talk to them, but I will. At some point, realize I need to go to speak to a few people to show off some of the lines.
Slice of deep dish pizza out of the trash can.
Deep, deep pizza.
A deep pizza.
Deep, deep pizza. Hey, Vela, you want to see my room? Look, I got some bandages. So I'm not completely
keep the
fucked.
bandages on hand, just in case.
Yeah, look, you can see it in the corner there. Glowing all Rainbow Road style.
That's me. Just, I don't know when these were
I gotta stop
taken.
saying Rainbow Road. There's other things. Glowing all
How
queer
exactly
style.
do you explain all the blowing stuff up with your mind things?
Oh, God, she's gonna be
You
going
really
for
do
so long.
It's not exactly
Hey,
the kind
Casper, do you want to entertain the crowd?
I use sound. Remember when I kicked your ass earlier? I used the sound of my
I
keytar
could
to deal
literally
physical
just
damage.
shorten all of it.
If you study
she
the
has
physical
magic
properties
sex
of
powers
sound,
due to
you can learn enough about acoustics to both heal
and then
and
she
damage
almost
objects
half
thoroughly.
explains what the
Where did you learn to do
metaphysical
something like
space
that?
we were in is.
Oh,
Really,
years
Casper?
of private
Oh, yeah,
Well, I mean, we're
that's
not
a
even
good
into
studying,
that part
really.
yet.
So tell me more about this website.
She's talking about
What
the
is
mechanics of her
Onism
keytar.
1999?
Well, it's not even
Basically,
really her
it's a
guitar.
place on the
She's just
internet for
using it
people
as
to
like
talk
an,
about conspiracies.
like a
the occult, and
catalyst.
anything supernatural.
Seems like something boys would like. Do you recognize the
That's
location from these
not
photos?
accurate, and
That's
in
behind
reality,
the
a
old
lot of
grocery
conspiracy
store,
stuff seems to be
obviously,
bi-gendered.
before.
The most common spread of
Interesting.
right-wing misinformation is actually
what's your
older
name, by the
white
way?
women,
My
specifically
name's Bella
conservative
Wild.
Republicans.
The gossiping
It's
biddies.
interesting.
Yeah,
to
the
meet
gossip
you.
biddies.
I'm guessing
That's
you're
where a
cameraman
lot of
and
it was
this
spread.
Is your sidekick, Ginger Boy.
I've
Usually
been
I go by
trying
Alex.
to,
Only my
chunk
mom
through
is
a
allowed to
book
call me
recently
Ginger Boy.
about the spread of right-wing extremism specifically
She
by
really
women,
gets
but
us.
God, it's so sad.
You really
It's so
would
sad.
be my sidekick, Alex. Cameraman by day, Michael by night.
Right. So, why do you two spend all your time on such odd websites? Do you really believe this stuff?
What do you mean? It's such a weird thing for her to say because she knows about soul survivors.
Michael and I
and
spent the next
like
hour
all
or
of that
so
crap.
recounting the events of me finding Sammy.
It's weird for
And
her
us
to be
running
like,
into the
you
star
really
creatures
believe
inside
in
the
this
old
thing
factory."
despite the fact that I can blow things up with my
As we
mind.
told the story, Bella just looked into my eyes and never reacted. I first began with trepidation. As I went on, I could tell she was doing her best to understand my story. Something felt familiar about her, but not in the I've met her sort of way. Something deeper. I dated a girl in college who was a women and gender studies major. She told me that she believed men and women were all the same at our core. That we were all made of the same elements, not just on a physical level, but in a metaphysical level. She was a strong believer in spirituality, although she'd be the first to tell you she was religious.
Yeah, crystals are magic.
She told me she believed everyone had soulmates, plural. A series of people we were compatible with. In her theory, this applied to friendship as well as romantic relationships. She said that when the universe was created, all matter was one object.
I feel
And
like
since we're all
the
matter,
brothers who wrote this game,
we
well,
are
one
all
of
the
them
same.
had some very specific
She said that she
experiences in
believes our
college and went, yeah, this is
soulmates were cut
relatable
from
to
the same
everyone,
section
right?
of that initial piece of matter.
No, I feel like you're being mean.
An unexpected feeling of familiarity.
This
you feel
is
when
meant
you
to
meet
be
someone
how
for the first
Alex
time
is.
means
He
you
is
were
meant to be a
meant to meet.
specific kind of person.
I personally didn't believe it. I still don't think she has all her facts straight.
Also, I've
But every time
specifically
I feel what I
met
felt
that
when Bella
woman.
looked in my eyes.
Like, I've known
I thought of
people
this
who were like
explanation.
that.
I mean,
She was
yeah, so have
nuts.
I.
Last time I heard from her, she was, well,
Did you manage
she
to
had a
speak
lot of
with the
cocaine in
entities?
her system.
The entities? I guess you mean the star creatures.
And more Valhalla music.
Yes, those are the ones.
No! We were too busy running for our lives!
Did you try and take photographs of them, Michael?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Something they've done for a visual style choice
told
on
us
these
things.
models is the fact that they are
Confusing
outlined
things.
in a color and then
Things that
outlined in
under
white.
normal
And I
circumstances,
honestly really
I
don't
wouldn't
like
have
it.
believed.
The color is meant to be like their soul
way she
color,
spoke
I'm
seemed
pretty sure, but the
two-sided.
addition of the white line
As if
to
for a
me
few
makes it
moments,
a little.
The side of her that she was
washed
trying to keep
indistinct.
hidden was visible. And as soon as we noticed, she made to cover herself up. She made jokes more often than she was serious. But when the serious aspect of her personality appeared, I was convinced that's who she really was. This was almost more fascinating than the information she was giving
I
us.
think this is all new.
That's the thing with people, isn't it? You could show them all the mysteries of the universe, but if they're distracted by the human element of the tale, they'll shift all of their attention there.
Not.
Self-consumed with humanity. Self-consumed with other people. You know? That's just how people are.
Wow, that's very. I am 13 and this is deep of you, Alex.
My experience with them is limited, but what I've observed was powerful. I understand that what I'm about to tell you will sound like a lie.
This
so I
line
ask
makes
you to
me
look
cringe
past
every
the words
time.
I'm saying and hear
Someone
the
says
truth
that to
behind
me, I'm
them.
going to stare at them like,
A
just
short
tell
time
me what you're
ago.
going to say.
I entered into a dark place.
And then
both
say,
physically and
please believe
metaphysically.
me.
While I was there, I encountered the entities for the first
It's
time.
upsetting that this is the delivery
I
of
can't
one of
say
the most important
what about their
concepts of
presence
the
was
game.
so striking to me, but the moment I saw them, I felt something. Something that was weighted. Like their bodies took up the entirety of the room, as if they were the room. At first, I approached one and we spoke. However, the contents of the conversation isn't important to the story. Something I said upset it, and it tried to grab me. It was almost like a mother trying to smother its child. The pain was beyond description. It scared me to death. The entity was incredibly heavy. I managed to break free, but the weight of the thing remained on me. And for the entirety of the following week, it was as if someone was twisting a drill inside me. My head would throb, and the pain felt bone deep. You probably can't imagine what it was like, you two, but just the thought of the pain now brings tears to my eyes.
I reflected on her story. I wanted to reply, but something inside me told me to let the words hang in the air.
What is this pose?
It was as if the longer the pause
Looks like
between
he's
her
peeking
words and
over
mine,
something.
the more truth they carried.
It's like a bad fighting pose.
Finally,
He's gonna karate chop you.
That's horrifying. But can you explain what you mean by entered a dark place? Or more importantly, physically,
Let me pull up the
metaphysically?
Wikipedia definition.
I can understand
of
doing it
this.
physically and mentally, but I need some help with the meta part.
Metaphysical is a word. An adjective, to be more specific.
People
It
found out
means
at one point
pertaining
that
to or
Rory
of the nature of
directly
metaphysics.
quotes Wikipedia.
Metaphysics is the branch
For-
of philosophy
I
that
don't- is it
includes the
intentional?
first
I don't think
principles,
so.
includes ontology and cosmology, and is intimately connected with epistemology. Epistemology is,
Of course.
a branch of philosophy that investigates the origin, nature,
Really,
methods,
what they just
and
mean by
limits
this is it's
of
just
human
the space
knowledge.
between the fabric of reality.
Thank you for the definition, which I already knew.
Did you? Then why did you
I was
ask?
looking for something more concrete, more tangible.
I'm
Maybe he's a
afraid
liberal
that's
arts
all I
major, he
feel
had to at
comfortable
least take
telling you.
philosophy 101.
I don't know you at all, and to reveal something so
Like,
personal
her talking
seems
like this,
I'd
I
be
find
opening
deeply
myself up
annoying
to
because, like, what do you mean
vulnerability.
that's deeply? Just say that it's
Do
a
you mean to
space that
imply
is
that you
influenced
found
by
a way
the
to
fabric
exist
of one's
inside of a
mind.
metaphysical space?
Enough! I don't need to talk about this with you. It makes me uncomfortable. Don't you get that?
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off.
Look, I
don't-
need to get back
can
to
I
the arcade.
skip it?
I was technically in the middle of a shift. I'm gonna write my number down.
You're not a very
Call
good
me
employee.
if you
If
see
you're
any
in the
more
middle of a
interesting
shift, were you
comments
just
on my
playing video
photos,
game?
or have a run-in with the entities.
Playing John
Wait,
Jumpman 2.
I have one more
Taking
question
the
before you go.
time to play John
All right.
Jumpman.
How did you get to be so powerful? You took both of us on and barely broke a sweat.
You act as if that's impressive. Look, I've trained
It
myself
this might have been
in
a
the
good moment
metaphysical
for
space,
Alex to be
inside
like,
of
you
the
know, I am
mind.
a black
Here's
belt
one
or
lesson.
whatever. Maybe
Call it if you
infer
ever want
whether
to
or not
open
that's
your mind
true.
and expand your battle abilities. That's all I'll say for now. The guy on the other end can explain more.
Guy on the other end.
The guy on the other end's gonna sell you cocaine.
Yeah. No, it's gonna sell you Super Mario 64.
The way I look at it, we have two things we need to do.
Interesting post
If
to
we want
sit
to
on the
hang out
floor
with
there,
Bella
buddy.
again, we're gonna need to train ourselves.
Are you all the way over
Also,
there?
if we want to call her,
Alex,
we're
don't
gonna
you
need to
have a
search
fucking
Honest in
spare
1999
chair?
for some.
There's a couch right next to where
Okay,
Michael is.
simple
like,
enough. Go grind and then
Yeah,
give
why did
Bella
you
a
choose
call.
to sit on the
Yeah,
floor?
but don't forget to search Honest 1999 for
Got
some
a
good
line of
posts. She'll
chakras.
probably hang up on you and kick our butts again if we don't have anything
Kai,
cool.
or his Ki, or his Kai,
Are we
or
even
his
cool enough to
K
hang out with someone like her?
lines.
Where are you even going?
Nope. I'm still growing, and you're an overgrown man-child who can barely pick up a record.
Yeah, that's just all
So
the
let's
different
head out
ways
of
I've heard
Frankton
people
and try to find some
pronounce
things to
key.
beat up.
Sounds good.
Huh.
We should stock up on some
Key
healing
and
items
kai
at the
and
burger
kai
joint.
and key and key It's all just... This is me getting confused because I just got 3 more bandages back, but like, didn't I already have 3 like, where did I?
Hey! Just calling to see if you figured it out.
Yeah.
I would love to just come out and say it, but I think it would scare you to death.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs.
And that would ruin everything.
Nope. I haven't figured anything out. Look, if you're just gonna keep calling me and say vague, creepy shit, you should at least tell me your name.
Imagine being a ginger and your soul color
This
is
is
orange.
just John, his friend.
Fucking
Think after when he
schmuck.
met me. He's a kid. I think losing my religion by how I am has just become a big hit. My mom didn't want me listening to it because she was afraid it would turn me into a bad kid or something.
Make stop
I
believing
was over to your
God.
house and we listened to it on your stereo for hours. My mom came to pick me up from your house, heard the song, and freaked out. I do not remember that. It was the funniest thing.
The story was so specific. It sounded so familiar, and yet I couldn't place it. It was like I had read it in a book somewhere or watched it on a TV show. But still, no particular name or day came to mind.
Yeah, you're right. You probably wouldn't remember that. Look, I'm going to keep calling you until you remember me. Remember what you used to say. Everything happens for a reason. That reason is nothing happens for any reason.
What a weirdo.
Nod. So I was like, I remember the Mine Dungeon 1.2. It sucked. Mine Dungeon 1.0 also sucked.
What?
Yeah. So they've completely scrapped the leveling
Excuse me.
system.
No,
100%.
seriously, I'm fine.
Used to suck so fucking
Please
hard.
Don't fret. I'm Marlene, although that's just the name my parents gave me. Please call me Crow. Although most people just call me Kay.
So,
you look confused.
Crow, and there's also the
May
handsome
I
crow,
ask why?
who's also named
Oh,
Marlene,
you
and also named
don't
Kay.
say. Please forgive my rudeness. I don't mean to pry.
Also, he's wearing
but
like a
I
bolt on his
can't
neck
help
and not a collar.
myself.
Also,
Welcome
his
to the
big
dungeon of the
Minotaur is standing on a
mind.
branch
I
and sitting there
imagine this is
flapping.
your first time.
Well, yeah,
here.
but that's just like,
I see.
you know,
I see.
what are they gonna do?
Where should I begin?
I don't think that's how you spell
Well,
caw.
first I should
think
begin
caw
by
is
saying in the
K-A-W or
fight
C-A-W,
between
not
you
K-O-O,
and the mind
or
dungeon,
K-O-W-W. That sounds
back
like it
the
should be cool.
mind dungeon. For all intents and
You
purposes,
think
the
it was
mind
somebody
dungeon
other
is
than
the
this voice
only
actor
thing
made
that
those gremlins?
truly exists.
No, that was definitely
Everything
him.
else is just shattered fragments of time and matter
Floating in the
soul
space.
space. Remember to save often. One advantage in keeping a diary is that
Yeah,
good
shut up.
luck.
She just was like,
I've
don't
often
lose your
said that
progress,
it's comforting
dumbass.
to reflect that the disproportion of things
Call the
in
Dead
the
is a
world
weird
seems to be
inference
only
to something that
arithmetical.
Bella talks about later as
I'm
part
not
of her
really
weird
sure what I
narrative that
mean
the
by
world
that
she came
either.
from.
Lastly,
You could
in my
call dead people and
pseudo-philosophical
talk to them.
rantings, I forgot to mention something
Doesn't
vital.
seem
You
to
may
matter.
have heard this in a
Or didn't.
distant dream, but I feel like I should remind you.
Uh-huh.
When you kill an enemy,
Yeah, I don't know what's going
it's
on here.
dead
He talks
forever.
like there's an
Killing enemies
Undertale.
gives you experience
But
points.
there's no
Remember,
Undertale
though,
here.
You can decide not to kill any enemy and avoid the battle altogether.
I mean, I couldn't have avoided
However,
Wilhelm.
doing so might not be wise all the time, since you'll want to find experience points to spend on character upgrades.
Nah. Yeah, this is where I was like, okay, what the hell's going on? Then I fall out here.
Hey there, gamer.
Hey there,
I see you
gamer.
found your way. Hop up here and
Yeah, talk to me like that
Costa will
next
show you
time we're
something
doing Pillow
exciting.
Talk Toll. So this is where I'm having like a what? What's going on? What's going on? Huh? I touch a teleporter, I come back, and I'm immediately like, okay. And now you pick one of these that gives you a stat line.
Oh.
I stare at this for a little while. The self is like life and strength focused. The middle one's like kind of an all-rounder, and the other one seems to be luck-based. I save in case I like do something wrong, but I'll be fine. Here's me staring and thinking, and remembering like what the fuck value is like luck, or I don't even know what PRC is.
Okay.
Pierce maybe?
I mean, that's what would make sense to me. This is completely. I mean.
Okay.
What were the
So
old stats?
What that they were. I think they were still the same thing. It's just used the door system. After a long time of thinking about it, I realized I probably just want to keep boosting the 2 stats that matter the most. The old SMT dilemma.
Okay.
If you've never played
higher than everything else.
Yeah, if you've ever played the old SMT games, by the way, there's a camera now. Like a third-person camera. I can look around. Like in a video game. This is the first time I've ever seen something like this. In the old SMT games, one of the most classical problems is that the protagonist, while allowing you to level up their magic stat, has no access to magic, and as such, leveling it up is a total waste. So you really only have like 2 builds for the main character in SMT 1 and 2, and 3's a lot different, so... Oh, by the way, here's one of my cards. She's just standing here, and you can give her blood bags to boost her level. Which immediately just made me go, huh? So I start wandering around. I touch this thing and it gives Alex a new ability that lets Alex steal a card from another player or another party member. Also, for some reason, Marlene is here. When you're in here, you get the crow as a party member. Not understanding what's going on, I just give him one of the double HP cards, since my cow is missing. Oh, wait, not my cow, my... Well, you'll see.
Oh no, this area has the version of the song that I like, and I don't want to talk about it.
This is a different one. What are you talking about? This is a new rendition of it.
One of the versions of this song that I particularly like. And you can change the music?
Mm-hmm. I don't have anything unlocked. There's fucked up butt plugs everywhere.
It's the doors.
Yeah, so they put the doors as part of the wall. Now, I did not really look in the right corner to figure out what those things were, because I was already so over... Like, I was completely blown out by all this, just staring and going, what? What's going on? So I did notice that there's clearly a jump button and a teleport back to the crow button. There's also several destructible objects. Michael has blackmail now, which is like a charm.
What statue of?
I don't even know if I look at it because I'm stupid. I also realize I'm stuck and I don't know how to get out. Because I haven't figured out I can jump.
Or so teleport back to the crow.
Yeah, I haven't touched anything. I've been too scared to. I realize I can meow though.
What is that tower going down?
Yeah, another thing I noticed. Then this is the moment I was like, huh?
I can jump.
And it actually is a pretty good feeling jump. It's got a good weight to it. Like, I look at it, it's got good weight on it. Alex moves pretty good. Makes me wish I could always do this. Here's Rory's Soul Survivor, now called The Choir. The meme host, the Onism man. I obviously should have talked to Jocasta, but you know I couldn't immediately do that. I had to run around and stare at everything. There's the Homestuck tree. Birdcage.
I don't think we called it the Homestuck tree last time. Perhaps that was a mistake.
I definitely called it the Homestuck tree. I asked you what class spec that Sammy would be, and you completely ignored me. Yes, I did. It's on the recording, Tall.
Well, I didn't hear it because I definitely wanted to talk about that.
Well, you didn't. I asked you what class spec they would be. Oh! Evil guys down there. I think this is the point that I was like, I probably should talk to her.
You see that golden egg? It's called a foil. Inside is a card top. Go ahead. Oh, wait. I forgot. You can't do it without one of these. This is a Karta key.
Hold it out of her tits like every
Bring me a
woman
gift.
should.
I'll give you one.
If you don't keep giant comical keys. See, I thought she would give it to me, like she said give it, but she didn't actually.
Do you have a gift for me? Oh, it's beautiful. Didn't think
So
I'd
that
ever
heart
get
card I
something
had is
special.
now gone. I had to give it to her to get this
You
key.
only have one heart,
Despite the fact
though.
that she said give.
Are you sure you'll be able to stop at just one Karta?
Yeah. No, obviously not. I could have picked any of them, and I've just picked this one.
What are
To
you
which
doing here?
she's like an angel or something. I immediately think I need to rob her, and I get a school book. I don't know what it is. I don't think I even looked at it immediately. What a face.
Wait for me.
I don't feel great about beating up Allison slash
She's a
Carrie.
sweetie.
But I need to get that cow card. Crazy ass kick. Oh no, she's a skeleton now. A fattened calf. Big cow.
My favorite gamer. Did you let's... No gift. No Karta key. Sorry.
So I can't get her to give me
You
any
have to
more,
get more
unfortunately.
hearts.
I don't know if it has to be hearts or something else. She just calls them gifts. This is where I was immediately like, maybe I should have grabbed those other ones, and I start cyberpunking up this. This is how you get up buildings in Cyberpunk. And yeah, look, it is, in fact, that terrible, terrible leveling system. Like, I get what they were going for, but because of the way you had to distribute your stats in a mandatory way, there was really only one option that made sense, and every other option was dumb and bad. And it's a good thing to get rid of it. Didn't work. It was also just, like, slow and annoying. You better believe my first thought was, how do I break into that area over there? Can I jailbreak? The answer is not. I'm not aware of it. Made me super curious if I was able to go use a key on one of these other foils. Like, which one would what would it be in there? I don't find another gift.
A different character.
Around this exact moment, you sent me a message saying, meow, 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 I'm home, stop paying attention to other things, pay attention to me. So, I think maybe I got like, I got an hour's worth of footage, but we're gonna end in a very climactic,
I don't know about you, but
cliffhanger
I feel
place.
stronger.
Yeah, so,
See my
despite the fact that we were supposed
Hell
to grind,
yeah.
we already
I'm
hit
not
level
really
5,
worried about how I
so.
look. I'm more concerned about how I feel.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
you
this, you
would
have to
say
stop and
that.
grind
Ignoring
before you talk
that,
to me thing
you
was
think
a
we're
really
strong enough to
annoying
call
part of the base
Vela up?
game.
Probably not.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's trying to teach
Might
you
as
the
well give it a
game.
shot if
Unfortunately,
you
the
can
game
find
feels like
anything good on
garbage
Honest.
normally.
Have you logged
so.
on today?
I mean, this one is still.
I have, but I'm not going to. Run! I'm obviously going to go do a little grinding anyway, because I'm curious to look at stuff.
And also, the combat is actually kind of fun now.
I'd say more than kind of. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, I don't have my hands on the controller, and I'm like barely understanding it as like an observer. That's a me problem.
See, it's equipment, the school book, but I don't know who for who. I assume it would be for her. So despite the fact that she's not in the party, so I don't know if I wasted my damn time. This is me staring at the cards, trying to figure out this back, middle, front shit. Eventually it occurs to me I put them in the wrong place.
Have you been into the soul part of the menu?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, it's underneath party on the right side.
No, I don't. That's not like, I tried to press it at one point in this episode, and I don't know how to press it. If there is even a way, I'm not aware of it.
So where is your grinding location of choice?
Well, I was gonna go check out those 2 dungeons that were always there, that you were meant to do as your initial grind before. And look, there's those stupid Star Wars idiots. And it was, in fact, the Phantom Menace, not, or whatever, not Phantom Menace. It was episode 1, not episode 2. Racist, trite, poorly acted.
Just like Jar Jar Binks has a Caribbean black accent, he has gray skin in episode 1 and was a giant flop. It wasn't because he had an African/Caribbean accent. Me likey.
A lot of people said that Jar Jar Binks is a racist caricature, which kinda is, though. But I don't know if he was, like, meant to be malicious. I think he was just the fact that George Lucas is George Lucas. Weird guy, not a bad person, though. Yeah, so this isn't how it used to be. There's also that funny cat statue.
I love that funny cat statue. I wish you could get it as a trophy.
Look, football helmet. Weird monster, just a football helmet. If it was a skull wearing a football helmet, it might make a little more sense, but it is just a football helmet.
And you stole a football helmet from it?
Yes, the football helmet had a football helmet.
If you could
I immediately grabbed 2 because... Yeah. I immediately grabbed 2 because... Well, there's 2 of us.
Bleed for me?
Now that football helmet is bleeding.
Bleed for me?
There's even like a red dot under it.
Parachute! Out!
Oh no, the football helmet turned into a pile of bones. Ugh. And look, I got a blood bag for it. So if I had to reward blood bags, I'll let you upgrade your Carta. And Carta are semi-consumable. When you heal, they come back, but if they are broken in a fight, you have to get them restored. Yeah, what up, nerd? Never catch me. You better believe that red guy is taunting me with, like, a desire to murder him. I really should be killing everything I see for the blood bags.
I mean, you just spent some time running away from these things anyway.
And sweetened tea, which is bad tea in my opinion. That picture that came up was that fucked up Triangle Michael, or Triangle Alex from the opening. I don't know why though.
Wait for me.
Angry car. I still don't think these enemy designs are super inspired. But maybe. All I ever remember is the rats and specific bizarre reference monsters.
Okay.
Yeah, they were always there. I remember the kid with a gun. The drunk who throws beer bottles at you.
But those were all like specific fights, not enemies that would appear from these.
So I get over to the statue and I stare at it for a long time and then realize I have no idea what the statue is. I think I meow it. That doesn't work. I just heard Molly meow. Molly, would you like to come be involved? At this point, I've sort of caught on that I was probably doing too much work, like setting up. I should just beat the shit out of these stupid things, and surprise!
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Look how fast that combat was. It was like 10 seconds in comparison to some YIIK fights of equivalent points in this game would take like 45 seconds. And that's without the load time. That was another obscenity. So you're clearly not meant to get to this red guy. Like, obviously not. But then I'm thinking, wait a minute, I have Panda. I can get over there. You can't stop me. I'm gonna fight the red guy. Fuck you, red guy. I'm gonna fight the red guy. And I'm gonna fiddle with it for a little while and be like, yeah, I know I've got the big brain.
You know how to video game.
I am the big rat and I make all of the rules. I did that wrong. So I'm like, oh, I didn't touch it. Well, I bet maybe if I wiggle a little harder.
There you go. You go. Oh, what is that? What?
Yeah. So
1,006 health.
At this point, I realized that there might be a problem, and then I look at their cards and I realize there is definitely a problem. I am not supposed to be here. It is time to leave. And then Alex takes more than a few hits. You'll notice that with the cards I've picked up, Alex has an absurd amount of HP now. Very useful. Yeah, so I realized the red guys are not to be fought. That isn't like a slightly upgraded challenge. That's like, I don't know, New Game Plus or something. I immediately ran into the other one.
A much more typical but still Duke foresty area.
Yeah, and then I realized this isn't a boss room. This is where you find Proto Michael in 1.0/1.2, which are more or less the same game.
Another statue, this time of a woman.
I'm thinking
some
about
mechanic with those candles.
Yeah, you set them on fire and they melt. I couldn't tell you how you unlock that power. $5. Rat. It appears that once you reach a certain point of being stronger than the enemy, you can, depending on the enemy, just beat them to death. I don't kill everything I have access to in this room, despite the fact that I should, because I didn't notice where the blood bags are coming from. You know, because I'm highly unperceptive, and there's all these colors to look at.
Okay.
I'm actually fairly perceptive. I did notice blood bag. Had I would have probably been killing everything I ran into.
We are the I mean, I guess we are
Michael, it's your birthday.
We are only what, this is the 3rd hour of the game, 4th hour of the game. I feel like we should have access to more of the cards.
Oh, we've seen 4 or 5 of them, and it appears there's about 15 in total. Here's me trying to be clever.
LP?
LP toss mechanic that used to completely combat until they were dead to a certain extent.
Yeah, unfortunately, I misunderstood this and should not have burned my energy on that. I should have waited for Michael to do another photo shoot, because LP toss is now a shield breaker, hitting the same card on multiple, or hitting each card rather. It's meant to be used to break open the cards. Maybe how you're supposed to beat Bella if you want to try. I don't know. Might be like a New Game Plus kind of thing. Since there's some kind of New Game Plus shit going on. No idea what it is. The GIF I used in episode 1 over the black screen, I had to look up some GIFs and saw some crazy bullshit that I scrubbed from my memory. But I can't look up any geek information until we've done this Let's Play.
Michael.
What would I talk about for this period of time? Something to do with...
My camera!
You know what? I might just cut all of this. It's not really important.
I mean, you could talk about what Michael's used to be.
There's nothing to talk about. It was shitty. It was a time and thing where you had to get it in a certain space, but it fucking sucked. It should not have run like that. I should kill that guy. I'll probably just cut here. Yeah, anyway, that was the dungeon. I definitely killed everything and had lots of hot kissing action with a rat.
It's a big
And by Barksy, and then immediately realized, well, how could I run away without saying, Barksy? Bark, bark. Where am I going? See, I was supposed to go run into the factory and go dick around, and then I forgot. And then I realized, oh yeah, they updated all the... Better talk to them. Yeah, he's just lamowing at this girl who's in love with him for his poetry, and like, why don't you have a girlfriend, Alex? And then the grandmas are both watching. I didn't talk to the other grandma, but she's just like, wow, he's doing such a good job. What a Romeo. And I found him again. My friend met a guy. When will it ever happen for me? I met a guy, he's tall, handsome, and a jock, but my dad doesn't like me dating a guy from Windtown. He's from the wrong side of the track. Wow, this weight loss stuff is easy. Stay off the beers, burgers, and hot dogs, and general happiness, and you can lose weight too, kid. Pretty good line. I more or less wander around, realizing I shouldn't check on the NPCs, but they don't say anything particularly interesting. Nod, nod. I think James is the idiot standing next to him. I should eat lots of burgers, then I'd be hard to pick up. I can't wait till I'm older, and then I can talk back to my parents. I shouldn't have run away. That wasn't very nice. Being a parent is hard. Don't ever be near your mom. She really loves you and works really long hours. Mine didn't. She just sat around watching soap operas and threatening to beat me. It sucks, but I sure love sleeping. I worry about this country. I worry about your generation. Will you have a good job? Will you have a nice wife? I hope things work out for you, kid. You've got potential, just like my grandson.
Yeah, a line that would be clearer if there was some NPC animation going on.
What's that smell? Is that roses? Are you okay, dude? Are you okay, dude?
My favorite gamer. Let's...
Hey, Michael. Check this out. Someone sent me a PM. So what do you think? This interesting enough to bother Vela about?
Yeah, probably not bad.
Hey, Vela. It's Alex. Some kid sent us an email saying his sister vanished.
Really?
Yeah, said it was similar to the elevator girl's disappearance.
Okay, and he wants us to come check it out? I'll meet you at the Frankton bus stop. That's the best way to get there without a car.
You want to leave now?
Yes. I don't have work till tomorrow afternoon, so it would be best for me to do it today so I can get some sleep.
Fair enough.
Oh, and Alex, I thought you should know. The elevator girl has a name. Her name is Semi Park. I was able to get some information on her. I'll share it with you in person.
Semi Park, huh?
What do you think, Tol? 3 parts in now.
I think I am still excited for more, but I mostly just want to see Michael pull out his gun. I think that's really funny, and the lack of explanation. It's just, why was he so ready for this? Why is this 17-year-old carrying around a gun?
Well, from the new added scene, it's implied that he's, like, playing at a bigger game than we understand.
Yes, and I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah, it definitely means he's, like, more than just a guy who suddenly goes Super Saiyan. I think I also said at the end of the first episode, because it's so fucking weird. But, yeah, that's another one. I'll record more of these tomorrow, and then we'll watch more in about a week, and those will be up as soon as they do. I think I'll try to record 3 hours so that we can suffer even more.
Oh, Lord, that might be too much for me.
We'll then get better commentary.
Oh, no.
We're gonna have to go for a bang for our buck kind of man. We gotta do it the Illuminati style, you know? Then stop being the triangle woman. I resolutely have decided that we're gonna end every video saying you should watch a video, and they might not all be about YIIK, so we're immediately going to break that rule about YIIK and say, hey, Folding Ideas just released a new video about fossils. I will link it below. You should watch it.
It's
Folding Ideas. Yeah, he's like one of the best YouTubers ever. He's great. He's like H-Babam guy if H-Baba Gomberger guy wasn't, you know,
British.
Who the fuck let you in here, asshole?